Yang ini dah. Kenapa kau ada? Ada tadi. Boleh on kamera. Okey, kita on kamera dulu baru kita.
Oh, on kamera dulu.
Sekejap.
Adlina, Zahira, kita nak start ni, so just ready
Okay.
Alright, good luck.
Oh, dia buka skrin.
Okay. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, before we started, participant, please off your mic and camera before we start. So, I would like to welcome everyone. I'm Marian from Utah. This would be our third virtual webinar for today. So, let me welcome you to our today virtual webinar. The title would be Dairy Enhanced Oil and Grease Trapped for Cleaner Environment. All right. So, should you have any question, kindly leave your question at the chat box. We will answer it later towards the end. We will also stream this webinar live to our Facebook Kuala Lumpur Engineering Science Fair. Okay. So now I would like to introduce today's speaker, Adik Nur Adlina Zahira Saharin and Adik Nur Fatihah Izzati Rabuan from Sekolah Menengah Agama Al-Ma'rif Kuantan Pahang. They are also the finalists of Regeneron ISEF 2020. So over to you, Adlina and Fatihah.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Anne. My name is Nur Adlina Zahira binti Zaharin, and my team member is Nur Fatihah Izzati binti Rawai. We are from SME Al-Ma'rif Kuantan Pahang. Firstly, we really enjoyed to share with you about our project, which is Hairy Enhanced Oil and Grease Trap, or shortly we call it as HairMed. So this is our prototype. This is the grease trap, and inside this is the filter and the HairMed. Okay. So firstly, I'll share my slide first. Okay. Okay. So, firstly, for our brief research plan, for rationale, burning of human hair or the waste piles containing them produces full odor and toxic gases such as ammonia and sulfur dioxide. Installation of oil and grease trap in restaurants to avoid oil and grease from escaping to the drain is compulsory by law. Nevertheless, exceeding its threshold limit will result in the overflowing of oil and grease into the drain. For that reason, the oil and grease will pollute the drain with fat deposits. Next, for our research questions, firstly, how can air and water pollution be reduced at the same time by using environmental products? Second, how can pipe blockage caused by oily problems be reduced? Third, how do we overcome the FOG, which is fat, oil, grease? And lastly, how can we reuse the hair mat? Next, for our engineering goals, firstly, to investigate the new technology to separate oil from wastewater.
Let me continue. Hypothesis. First, human hair can be used to reduce water pollution. Second, the amount of waste hair can be reduced since it has already been used as the main product. Third, human hair is a good oil absorbent agent. Then, let's see our expected outcomes. Oil would separate from wastewater because human hair surface has cuticle that oil will cling onto, and the hair mat will increase the grease trap separation efficiency. For our main product, hair clippings, materials considered useless in most societies and therefore is found in the municipal waste stream in almost all cities and towns over the world. This is because hair waste is easy to find, especially at the barber, and is often inefficiently material. Burning of human hair produces full odor and toxic gases such as ammonia and carbonyl sulfides. Hair is also a good oil absorbent. Human hair surface has a high affinity for oils, much higher than its affinity for water. This property is very useful in oil water separation. As the evidence, after the pioneering work of Philip A. McCurry from Alabama, USA, bombs and mats of human hair had been used to clean up coastal oil spills in the Philippines and the USA.
Next, the main question is how can air and water pollution can be reduced at the same time by using environmental products? So let's discuss and analyze. In this invention, a hair mat was designed to be installed inside oil and grease trap to improve the separation efficiency of the system without worrying to control the flow rate of wastewater into the system. The hair mat is made of waste hair collected from hair salon, embedded into a porous polymeric mat. Being hydrophobic in nature, hair fiber will trap oil droplets from the wastewater as it passes through the mat. Installation of hair mat in the commercial oil and grease trap system improves the efficiency of the system significantly and eliminates the requirement of controlling the incoming flow rate of the wastewater. The hair mat is also effective in removing the emulsifying agent coating the oil droplets, henceforth increase the covalences of oil droplets and forms oil layer which by virtue of density will eventually separate from the wastewater. Next, for the objective, first to utilize waste hair as an environmental product to increase the efficiency of oil and grease trap. Second, to investigate the oil absorption efficiency of hair enhanced oil and grease trap.
Next is our scopes of research. First, to study the best method of employing waste hair in oil and grease trap. Second, to study the effect of waste hair concentration on the degree of oil removed from the wastewater. Third, to study the performance hair mat in oil and grease trap. And the fourth is to analyze the oil content of treated wastewater via the SEPA method. Let's move on onto our methodology. First, collecting and preparing the hair. Second, performance tests of hairy enhanced oil and grease trap. And the third one is analysis of oil concentration in the treated wastewater. And this is our oil and grease extraction. First, we will acidify, then extracting and separating, next evaporating and measuring.
First, for acidified, the sample of the treated wastewater was acidified using hydrochloric acid HCl in the lab to pH below 2 immediately prior to analysis.
Next is the extracting and separating. After we acidified, 200 ml of the sample was mixed thoroughly with another 200 ml of hexane in the separating funnel. The mixture was left standing for a period of time until clear separation of two layers present. Hexane is a good oil extracting solvent, so droplets of oil in the water will tend to move towards the hexane paste. Since hexane is lighter than water, it appears on top layer in the separating funnel, while water appears at the bottom layer of the funnel. The water and hexane were then transferred into separate containers, and the extraction process was repeated again for another 2 cycles to ensure all of the oil droplets in the water were extracted. A small amount of sodium sulfate was added in the hexane paste to remove traces of water droplets. The salt was later separated from the hexane paste before the next process began.
The next process is evaporating. The hexane was not separated from the oil by evaporation process. Hexane has a boiling point of 68.7 Celsius, while cooking oil has a boiling point of around 300 Celsius. The big difference in boiling points between the two components allows easy separation of hexane and oil via evaporation process. Lastly, measuring. The suspended oil, due to evaporation in the distillery, is placed in the pipette to be measured. The formula is oil absorption equal final measurement minus initial measurement multiply 100% and divided initial measurement. Then we can show you a video how it works. Wait.
Okay, this is the video.
This is the video. Please wait first. Okay. So this is the sink which the wastewater flow through it to our grease trap.
We connected the sink and the drain using holes, pipe holes, and this is the grease trap to show how it works practically.
As you can see inside this is the hair mat, and this is the oil from the wastewater. So when we put the hair mat in, only clean water will flow to the drain.
As we can see, the oil will cling onto the hair, henceforth, the only clean water will flow out through the drain.
The hair will trap all the oil in the wastewater.
This is our hair mat, yes.
As you can see, only clean water will flow out through the drain. Okay, next. Okay, this is our hair mat.
Okay.
Okay. Because of that, clean water flows to the drain.
Okay, for the result and discussion, here we have two bars. First, without hair mat, and second is with hair mat. This is inside the grease trap. Without hair mat, the oil and grease absorption is around 75%, while with hair mat in the grease trap, it is 98.54%. So this shows us that the oil grease absorption is according to the presence of the hair mat inside the grease trap. And then let's move. Okay. Oil absorption for different concentration of hair in the hair mat. Actually, we verified the concentration of hair in the hair mat. First is the 100 gram and another one is 200 gram. With 100 gram, we actually got 75% only. With another 200 gram, we got 98%, which is a lot of difference between the first and the second one. So we can conclude here that the oil extraction for different concentration of air in the hair mat is actually according to the how much concentration of hair in the hair mat. Next, we will move on to conclusion.
For the conclusion, the result of this present study showed that waste product or waste hair can be a good environmental product to prevent pollution, such as water pollution, in which hair can be a good absorbent and in this study as an efficient oil trap agent. Hair mat is effective in increasing the separation of oil in the wastewater since hair surface has cuticle which oil will cling onto. From the study conducted, it shows that with the addition of hair mat in the oil and grease trap, 98.52% of oil removed from the wastewater, almost 100%, as compared to only 70.43% achieved when running without the presence of the hair mat, an increase of 2,800%. The performance of the hair mat is also dependent on the concentration of the hair inside the hair mat. The results show that as the concentration of hair was increased from 100 gram to 200 gram, the oil absorption was increased from 80.56% to 98.52%. Based on the results, it can be concluded that the hairy enhanced oil and grease trap system is effective in treating wastewater draining from sink of restaurants and households to eliminate oil pollution to the environment.
Okay, actually, we use hair because actually in our daily life, this hair is considered as useless. So we actually take that with hair and made it into hair mat so we can actually commercial it. So from that, we can reduce air pollution, water pollution, and also with hair from pollute the environment.
So for our future plans, we are going to register this product to Intellectual Property Corporation of Malaysia, my IPO. We will introduce our product to nearby schools, canteen, our school dining hall, restaurants, and hotels in town. And we already tested this in our school. The advantages of using our product are oil spills can be cleaned easily and this product is eco-friendly. After we conducted the efficiency test, we will commercialize this product and promote it with a massive scale of promotion worldwide. So for our prototype,
We will show it to you. Okay.
okay, so this the hole where the from the pipe, the sink from the wastewater will flow through this hole, which you can see at the video. And then this is the filter, which waste food will trap here in this filter. And then after waste food trap here, only wastewater will trap here. Wastewater concludes oil from the sink. And then when we put the hair mat here, it will trap the oil from the wastewater. And then only clean water will flow out through the drain. Okay. This is our prototype. So actually, for the price, we will for the helmet, how much?
It is around estimated around 5 to 8 ringgit per sachet. And for the grease trap,
80 ringgit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, we use this product and we promote this product because we want to increase the awareness of drain cleanliness. Because in other countries, the grease trap is a must thing to have in every restaurant, house, and hotels. But in Malaysia, we can see that the practice of this grease trap is ridiculously low, on low stage. So how about we actually take care of our drain while actually also reduce air pollution in the same time? That's what we want to converse in this our presentation.
Yeah. Okay, so we will open to Q&A
For any question about our
product.
All right, participants, you can, if you have any question for Adlina and also Fatiha, you can type your question at our chat box. Okay, at the same time, let me check from the Facebook, if there's any question.
You can also type in Bahasa Malaysia. We can also answer it.
All right, in the Facebook, we can see there's a comment from Faiz Rahman. He's commented, your project was good and simple invention.
Thank you.
And from Arif Aswa, it was a great idea, good invention.
Thank you.
Right. And okay, there's a question from Joel Ho. How would you discard the contaminated hair?
Okay, for the contaminated hair, actually we use with hair, right, for our product. So after the usage, actually we can use it around 3 months for one sachet. So after the use, we actually take the hair, and for the hair, we can just squeeze out the hair, and oil actually will
Come out from the hair.
So we will collect the oil, and for the hair, we can use it as a fertilizer. And while for oil, we can take it to the recycle oil place. Actually, there is one in Malaysia, in Malacca, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That's how we
Discard
Yeah.
the contaminated hair. Okay, next. Is there any other questions?
Yeah, there's another one from Ang Yi Jin. Good day. May I know what is the hair length that provides optimum absorption of oil?
Okay, for that question, actually, for the hair, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but for maximum, its potential, actually, we use 200 gram of hair in the sachet. Also, how we want to provide you evidence, actually, you can see in the result that we provide it before. For 100 gram, it is around 70%, while for the 200 grams of hair in the hair mat, it provided us with 98% of oil and grease trap absorption. That's how we research it.
Yeah. Next.
Okay, it's also from An Yi Jin. Did you research about it? Her next.
We did a research about it.
Okay.
We go to university and also ask our mentor and supervisor about our project. Yeah, so we did
research at the university.
All right.
At
Okay.
UMP Pahang.
Sorry, UMP Pahang.
Yeah, UMP.
Great.
We use the laboratory there, and there is where our research conducted.
Yeah.
I see. All right.
With a professor there.
So you have a collaboration with a professor from UMP. All right.
It's
All right,
kind
that's
of
great. All right, there's another question from our viewer. Why do you mention air pollution and not water pollution?
Actually, I mentioned both. Actually, for the water pollution is the drainage that FOG, that is fat, oil, and grease that polluted the drain. So that is the water pollution. And while for the air pollution, actually, for the hair, for the waste hair, in the waste hair, actually, when we got it, a lot of barbers and hair salon owners actually take the hair and burn it. So that is where air pollution produced. Yeah, so it's really dangerous. So we want to reduce it. Ultimately, we commercialize it.
Okay.
Right.
Next.
Okay. Another question is from Facebook, from Faiz Rahman. What property of hair that attracts the oil?
The hair cuticle, actually the hair structure, okay, it has cuticle inside it, and the cuticle will trap oil and hold the oil droplets. So that's the hair property.
Okay. So another questions also from Eugene. Since the oil absorption is not 100%, do you have any ideas on how to completely eliminate water pollutions from oil?
How?
To 100%, okay. For that, actually for our research, we use ultimately maximum at 200 gram, right?
Yeah.
So I think we can actually research it later, but we can use around 300 gram to 400 gram of hair mat inside the grease, right?
Yeah.
So we will got the 100%. We will try it later because the project is also in the early stage of experiment.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for the answer. So we just wait for a few seconds if there's any other question from the participant.
Okay.
So let me check in the Facebook. It is okay. There is a question in the chat box also. Okay, will animal fur still work as well?
No, because
No.
the structure between fur and hair
is different.
a little bit different, but it means a big role in the oil and grease extraction. Yeah.
Okay, all right. From Joel Ho, what is the effect of the soap solution on the hair mat, and does it wash away the oil?
Actually, for the hair mat, we doesn't use soap to clean it.
Yeah.
Instead, we just take the hair mat and just squeeze out it, and the oil will spill out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of we use soap, we just squeeze out it.
Using hair.
So the hair will be clean as the first usage. Yeah.
And does it wash away?
For the soap,
No.
no, it doesn't wash away the oil on the hair mat.
All right, thank you. Okay, the soap, okay, this is Joel. The soap in the original solution you are filtering, not during the washing.
Okay. Sorry for that. For the soap, yeah, actually in the wastewater we have oil, soap, and water, right? So basically, when it flow out, the soap will not wash away the oil, as it passes right through the hair mat, and instead it will flow out into the drain. So meaning that the water and soap only will flow out into the drain, while the oil will track onto the hair. Because the hair has high affinity for oil, much higher than its affinity for water.
Okay, thank you. There's another question from Weng Yi. What materials are used in the hair mat? Does it require living things, hairs on, or artificial hairs usable? If so, what materials used for the artificial hair?
Okay, for that question, in the hair mat, actually it's just hair, human hair inside a gauze. Inside a gauze, we just sewing it, and that is our hair mat. So for artificial hair, it does not work because for artificial hair, they already chemicalized. So better if we use waste hair than utilized hair, artificialized hair. Yeah.
Okay.
So, is there any other question? Let's see. In the Facebook, there's a wish good luck girls from Ainul Muza.
Oh, thank you.
If there's no any other questions, okay. I would like to ask everyone, including the participant, to on your camera because we would like to take a group picture. So can everyone try to on your camera so we can snapshot a group picture of this webinar together with our two brilliant speakers. All right. Don't be shy. Okay, everyone ready? We give them few seconds. I will give countdown. Oh, sorry, Adlina, there's another question.
Yeah.
We
It's
have
okay. It's okay.
May I know whose hair are you going to use for commercialization of the products?
We use hair from the barbershop. We just collected the hair from there and yeah, we use that hair.
We use the head there. Yeah.
It's free of charge.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. If you're ready for the group picture, let's
Okay.
start. Okay, stand still. 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much.
much. All right. So before we ended the session, we would like to wish both of you good luck for your plan to pattern
Oh,
your
thank
project
you.
and project innovations. Your sharing was very impressive and very innovative for
Thank
us. Okay. So um, before we ended the session, I would like to we have prepared a feedback form for the participant to fill up. Okay, we will post it in our chat box. You kindly fill up the feedback form after this workshop because your response are very important in helping us to assess the effectiveness of this workshop. Okay, so our next all right, our next webinar will be at 3 p.m. today. Please don't forget to join us back at 3 p.m. It will be, our speaker will be Guru Icon Stand, which is Dr. Suhaiza Mat Said from Sekolah Menengah Sains Sultan Mahmud. The title of their webinar will be Impak Kaedah Pembelajaran Teradun Sains, Teknologi dan Inovasi dalam meningkatkan kemahiran berfikir aras tinggi pelajar. Okay, so hopefully to see you guys later at 3 p.m. Thank you very much for joining us today. We would
Thank you.
Thank you, Edina. Thank you, Fatiha. Please take care of yourself. Please stay safe and don't forget to follow the SOP. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Miss Anne.
Thank you. Thank you for
Welcome.
all audience participants.
Thank
Thank you for your attention.
Bye-bye. Tunggu dia end the session.